Coming up next on this edition of In the City, the Wetlands Boardwalk at Murfreesboro Springs is now back open after repairs. Also, sculptures have been popping up around downtown from a renowned artist. Plus, October at St. Clair Street Senior Center means another health expo with numerous medical professionals. And Murfreesboro Fire Rescue wins the extrication competition at their second annual open house. We'll tell you all about those stories and more coming up right now on this edition of In the City. Welcome to another edition of In the City, your source for what's happening right here in the city of Murfreesboro. I'm Michael Linn White. The Wetlands Boardwalk at Murfreesboro Springs is now back open. Learn about the challenges and obstacles faced while repairing the Wetlands Boardwalk.
Residents have eagerly been awaiting the day that the Murfreesboro Springs Boardwalk would reopen and they could enjoy exploring the wetlands once more.
We are excited that the Murfreesboro Springs Boardwalk is once again open after lengthy repairs. Murfreesboro Springs is a really important area. We're thankful to have it here in the middle of Murfreesboro, and it gets used quite a bit. Photographers and families, all walks of life and ages come out here, and they're able to connect with nature. It's a really unique spot to be elevated over a wetland, to have kind of that bird's eye view of nature and wildlife and see how they're interacting with each other. The boardwalk has been here. This was a project done in the 90s. It's a partnership between the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, state entities, and the city. And then the Discovery Center is here as the nonprofit children's museum. So lots of entities and partners go into this area to make it work.
As with any older structure, sometimes it becomes necessary to make some repairs.
So we did have an assessment done of the boardwalk. It was a routine assessment, and it was determined that there was some structural issues that we needed to look at. It was determined that a substructure was failing, and that's just due to weathering and age. So the boardwalk is almost 30 years old, and so definitely want to keep it safe. And we hired an engineer who took a more in-depth look, and at that point redesigned some of the structural supports and cabling hardware.
However, the task of reinforcing a structure suspended over water proved to have many challenges.
The boardwalk is almost a mile in length, and we did face a lot of challenges with this project. The brackets needed to be fabricated and installed by hand. Anytime you're working over water in a wetland such as this, access is going to be one of your biggest challenges. A lot of this work had to be done and accessed by boat. In some areas, the boardwalk is very close to the water, and planks actually had to be removed to get to the repair zone. So a lot of challenges there, as well as the length, and also having to fabricate and install the brackets by hand. All kind of played into the length of time that it took. And we were really thankful for the patience of the patrons who wanted to get out here.
Finally, after months of planning and hard work, the boardwalk substructure was reinforced and secure and determined to be safe for public use.
Upon inspection, it was determined that the boardwalk was in compliance and safe, and so we were able to open a portion of it to the public. We are still working on the remaining repairs, and we will have that open as soon as possible. So I really want to encourage everyone to come back out. I know a lot of people have been waiting a long time, but come out and see Murfreesboro Springs Wetlands, get an up-close look at nature, and enjoy this fall weather on the beautiful boardwalk. We're really lucky to have Murfreesboro Springs Wetlands right here in the heart of Murfreesboro. It is a gem to have this in the middle of our city where people can come and access it anytime during operating hours and get an up-close look at nature and how they interact in a healthy ecosystem. People are able to see otters playing. If you're lucky, beavers will come out. Lots and lots of migratory birds, songbirds, and shorebirds can be seen here, as well as turtles and muskrats. So come out and enjoy it. It's a great place.
Main Street Murfreesboro unveils a temporary sculpture installation by renowned artist Seward Johnson until January. Main Street Murfreesboro unveils a temporary sculpture installation by renowned artist Seward Johnson. These realistic and captivating sculptures will be up until January, providing residents and visitors with an artistic feast for the senses.
They have these temporary sculptures that they move all over the country, and you get them for 3 months. And so Main Street, we applied for a grant from the Tennessee Arts Commission and a matching fund from Redstone Federal Credit Union to pay for 5 sculptures to come to Murfreesboro.
This installation features 5 different sculptures around town, pieces ensuring there's something to resonate with every art lover. The artists behind these creations wanted art to be interactive and thought-provoking, making this a unique opportunity to experience world-class art right here in Murfreesboro.
We had to find locations that could host them and be secure, and that brought in tourists, so it would be a benefit to our city to have the sculpture at their location. We decided upon 5 different locations. The Center for the Arts. There is a sculpture of a gentleman playing a violin, so it's more music focused. The Discovery Center, during these months, they have the STEM conference, and they have lots of children from all over Tennessee and other states that come in and go through that area. So they have a sculpture of children playing in front of their building. The public library is where we decided to put it for the city property. And the Oakland's Mansion area, they've got lots of events October through December, and so that's a great place for people to be exposed to it. And then here on the public square, right across from the historic courthouse, there's a grass lot, and the property owner of that lot allowed us to put the sculpture there.
The installation aims to get the viewer involved, so make sure to take a picture and scan the QR code by each piece as you explore.
One of the fun things that you could do with the sculptures, if you have out-of-town guests or you just want to come in and explore all of them with your children, go to each location. There's a yard sign beside the sculpture, and it has a QR code, and you can scan it, and it will take you to our website that has a bingo sheet that you can fill out. You take a picture of yourself at each of the sculptures, and you send it in, and you can enter to win tickets to the Center for the Arts and the Discovery Center. We're doing that through the month of November.
The temporary sculpture installation is expected to remain in place until January 2024, providing ample time for everyone to check it out.
Seward Johnson believed in the joy of discovering, and artwork should be accessible to everybody. It shouldn't be something that you have to pay money to go. I mean, there are times that it's neat to go and see that, but this is artwork that we are bringing into Murfreesboro to try to make it more of everyday life, where people can explore it and touch it, crawl on it. I mean, it won't hurt it. It's to be interacted with.
This exhibit is a testament to the power of art in uniting a community and fostering creativity. Residents and visitors alike have a unique opportunity to be a part of this artistic celebration until the beginning of the new year. More than 55 medical professionals set up shop all over St. Clair Senior Center for their largest event of the year.
We are excited to have about 55 different vendors with us today. We call them vendors, they're healthcare providers. So we've got everything from Dr. Williams is here checking out your feet if you want to get those checked out. We've got cognitive screenings, flu shots, we've got B12 shots this year, we've got chair massages and reflexology, sleep checkups, plenty of mental health folks here to help if you're having some depression or anxiety. We're doing screenings for those sorts of things, and the entire building is just full. People really enjoy being able to see lots of different doctors and therapists while they're here. It's an easy way for them to check everything from their vision screening, hearing screenings, to, like I said, your feet and just about everything in between. It's a good way to know if maybe you need to follow up with your regular healthcare provider. And they also really love the door prizes. We have lots of gift cards. We've tried to go with a lot of the local places. So we've got a new place, Richard's Kitchen, who has given us gift cards. Restaurants and massages and different things like that. Again, our community partners are just fantastic about helping us out here at St. Clair.
Well, I think it's a good thing that they provide this every year for seniors. And a lot of people don't have the opportunity to get this kind of information otherwise. As I said last year, I was able to meet and connect with Interfaith Dental, who are, I think, down the other end in the pool hall area this year, and was able to get some dental work done that I wasn't able to otherwise, even though I get most of my work done through the VA, being a veteran. I come to the St. Clair Center several times a week. We take art classes and exercise classes and so forth. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing. They do a lot of good work here.
And I'm honestly just really impressed with what St. Clair's put on for everybody. I wanted to help out with the senior community in our area. I know that there's a lot of issues in terms of like medication and Medicare and all those sorts of things. So I just wanted to do my part and help.
So make sure you're coming to St. Clair on a regular basis. If you're not a participant yet, just come in. All you have to do is fill out a little bit of paperwork. There's no charge whatsoever to it. You just have to be 60 years or older, and we will be sure to make sure you know about it next year.
The Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department and Rutherford County Fire Rescue came together for an open house at the Doug Young Training Facility for Fire Prevention Week. It was free and open to the public.
Murfreesboro Fire Rescue and Rutherford County Fire Rescue celebrated National Fire Prevention Week, October 8th through the 14th, with an open house at the Doug Young Training Facility on Bridge Avenue. Residents were invited to the facility for a free day of food and fun. The highlight of the day was a second annual extrication competition between the city and county fire rescue departments. Whoa! They first had to remove all vehicle glass. Then remove all 4 doors. Remove the roof, and then a driver's side dash lift. The city was the winner and gets to keep the trophy for a year until the competition again next year. Middle Tennessee Electric was there giving a demonstration on how electricity works on the poles.
You can see the lights will go out and the voltmeter will go to 0.
And Atmos Energy was handing out hot dogs, chips, and drinks.
The second annual Steam Fest at the Murfreesboro Municipal Airport was a success as it draws nearly 2,000 people. This event is part of the statewide Steam Fest, and participants could get up close and personal with many different types of aircraft. The second annual Steam Fest at the Murfreesboro Municipal Airport is a success as it draws nearly 2,000 people.
We have coordinated with all sorts of aviation folks to come in and bring their aircraft and show them off to the local community. Give everyone of Murfreesboro and then some a chance to come in and check out our facilities and our airport and learn what we do.
As part of the statewide event and partnering with the Discovery Center, this event is designed to ignite curiosity of both children and adults. Featuring different types of aircraft, the Steam Fest is sure to inspire the next generation of aviators.
The Steam Festival is all about engaging local families, and specifically we target children to come in and learn about more what makes a plane fly, how an engine works, all the various types of aircraft. You know, we got a Chinook out here and an Apache. We've got a glider and all sorts of experimental planes. So all different types of aviation, more than just the planes people see on Southwest and American Airlines that they're used to riding on.
Murfreesboro's airport has increasingly positioned itself as a hub for community engagement. With different events held throughout the year, airport staff encourages anyone to come visit and check out what all it has to offer.
I absolutely love how much community engagement we're getting out of this. When we first planned this, you know, it was a small little, maybe just a few hundred people, but it ended up turning into literally thousands of people showing up just to see the airport. Even though it's not an air show, it's a great opportunity to come in and literally sit inside a corporate jet. How many people get to do that on a regular basis? So.
The success of the Murfreesboro Airport's second annual Steam Fest is a sign of the city's commitment to community and education. And don't forget to mark your calendar for next year's celebration. Murfreesboro Outdoors celebrated the National Face Your Fears Day with a program about spiders and snakes. Families came to the Wilderness Station to get information and be able to touch Charlie the corn snake.
National Face Your Fears Day is celebrated every year on the second Tuesday of October. The day is an opportunity to step out and overcome things that are holding you back. Outdoor Murfreesboro celebrated this day with information on highly feared critters, snakes and spiders.
So today's National Face Your Fears Day. So we are having our snake and our spider out today. We're going to be going over venomous and non-venomous snakes, as well as the venomous snakes that we have here in Tennessee. And then we're also going to be highlighting Rosie. She's a rose-haired tarantula, but she is not native to Tennessee. They all have their own role in the ecosystem, so we just want people to be aware of that and know. So we'll start off with our spiders. We'll go over the venomous and non-venomous spiders of Tennessee. The southern black widow. Have you guys seen this guy? Yeah, so I've seen this guy a few times even near the park area under some rocks. So they are the most venomous spider in Tennessee. They're found in undisturbed woods, stumps, and stone walls typically. And their diet does mainly consist of insects. So they build 3D webs basically, so they're really, really dense. So they have a shiny black red hourglass marking that you can see. That's how you can tell. The juveniles and males don't look the same as the females though, so they don't have that red mark on them. They have more of a grayish black with white stripes. Then we'll move on to snakes. We'll start with our venomous snakes, and then we'll bring out our non-venomous corn snake. So this guy, his name is Charlie, and he is a corn snake. He's not venomous, and he is not poisonous. A lot of times they're found in cornfields, and also, do you guys see all the colors that he has? So that's how they got their name, corn snake, is just by being in the fields and also having that coloration on them. So if we look at the snake skeleton here, this is what he looks like on the inside. So that's why he's able to move without having those arms and legs. He has a really, really strong backbone and a whole bunch of ribs that allow him to move without having arms and legs. I'm going to let you guys touch him. Can I have those 2 fingers, and we're going to go down his spine just like that.
Like this?
Yep, perfect. Love it. You were ready with those 2 fingers. Good job. Oh. So he actually is able to disconnect his jaw, and he opens it super, super wide, and that's how he's able to eat mice. So now that he's latched on, you guys can come on up here, and just don't touch him. We're going to give him his space, but you guys can look at him. So there it goes. Now he's almost there. So we always say that the tail goes down like spaghetti. So watch when he gets to the tail. And there it goes, just like spaghetti.
Outdoor Murfreesboro is the environmental education, natural resource conservation, and adventure recreation branch of the Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Department. Check them out on Facebook for tons of outdoor programs for every walk of life.
Old Fort Golf Club is an 18-hole public course owned and operated by the City of Murfreesboro. The Par 72 layout is located along the banks of the Stones River. It also features Bloomfield Links, a 6-hole short course perfect for beginners and juniors. When fall comes around every year, it's time for the annual Greenway Arts Festival. Even though it began with a little rain, the arts community and their followers supported the event beautifully with all kinds of submissions.
With clouds and heavy rain in the forecast, the 2023 Greenway Art Festival still had plans to continue. So armed with their work, several artists braved the weather for a chance to share their creations and an opportunity to mingle with others in the art community.
I've been in search of other artists for a long time and like outlets for it, and for some reason I had a hard time finding it. So I've had a couple art friends that have told me about this event, and it's local. I love the Greenway. I love the Greenway when I'm not painting. And I was like, I really want to go there. So I got my application in just in time, like barely made the deadline, and got accepted and braved the rain this morning. Got set up and didn't drown, and here we are. It's actually turned out pretty good today. I'm glad they didn't cancel.
We start work on the Greenway Art Festival in May, and we put out for submissions, and we really work on it all year long. And then we have a ton of time to be able to go over the art, and then we jury it. So we go through, there's 2 or 3 people that look at the art to make sure it fits with our criteria of original artwork. And then we just work everything all together and make a beautiful event for the public in September.
I'm a local Murfreesboro artist, and my work is actually a combination of painting with acrylic paint and brushes and palette knives. What I strive for is to get vibrant colors and textured surfaces with the acrylic paint by applying it with the palette knife that gives it that thick texture to it. And that's the thing that really attracts viewers when they walk by and they see the vibrant colors and the textures. So that's been a really fun medium for me to work in for the past 10 years, and it's been well received. This is my first year doing the Greenway Art Festival, and I'm really excited about being out here today with the other artists participating.
We try to get a variety of different styles. We have some oil painters, some acrylic, we've got watercolors, woodcraft arts, we have ceramics. We actually have a junior portion this year, so we have Christiana Elementary and DT Tutorial is here, and it's helping teach these kids so many great things.
This is a booth that all my sisters and me made together. There's 4 of us, so we thought of the name Sister Made. So we make a lot of jewelry and like wax cord bracelets and seed bead necklaces. My sister Kaylin makes some clay bead necklaces. Krista makes some of these woven beaded bracelets, and they're so pretty. But I've always been interested in being like a small business owner, so I've always been looking for like business opportunities. And then Mom told me, hey, the Greenway Art Festival now has a booth where the kids under 18 can have a booth for free. And I was like, what? We gotta get in on this. So then we sent our we submitted our form to it, and we were accepted. Just to like see all the art of everyone, like the diversity is so amazing, and all the creativity that goes into this, it's super impressive to look at.
Everyone needs to come out to the Greenway Art Festival. It is a wonderful event, and if you didn't come this year, you missed out on some great Christmas gifts, some great birthday gifts. There's all kinds of original work here that you need to come see.
For more information on the annual Greenway Art Festival and other events, visit the Parks and Recreation Department online at www.murfreesboroparks.com.
The 3rd annual Mayor's Golf Invitational benefiting the Kids Play Free program was a success. The goal is to make the sport more accessible to young, aspiring players across the state. The 3rd annual Mayor's Golf Tournament draws the largest number of players yet, benefiting the Kids Play Free program.
Kids Play Free is a wonderful programming that we do out of the Tennessee Golf Foundation, and what it does is essentially what it says, right? So the 2 biggest barriers we face with golf and making sure that the next generation is able to access it is the affordability of the game. And so this eliminates the cost of kids to come and play golf here at Bloomfield Links completely. So any kid under the age of 17 that signs up for the Kids Play Free program in the pro shop there at Old Fort can go to Bloomfield and play completely free.
This year's event, hosted by Mayor McFarland, surpassed all expectations, both in terms of participation and funds raised.
When we first started, we played a couple hundred rounds the first year we did this for free, and this year we're going to play more than 12,000 statewide. So it's been a tremendous way to open the door to so many that wouldn't have otherwise had to be able to access the game.
The Kids Play Free program, part of the Tennessee Golf Foundation, aims to make the sport of golf more accessible to young, aspiring players across the state. The program provides free rounds of golf to anyone under 17, removing barriers that may prevent them from taking up the sport.
I believe that the world needs more golfers. You know, we play a game that has no referees. We call penalty on ourselves. We play outside. You know, it's a social game. So I believe we need more golfers. And so as a foundation, that's our mission, create golfers. But knowing that there's barriers to that, some affordability barriers, some accessibility barriers, that's what we do every day, is work to knock those barriers down.
Mayor McFarland, an avid golfer himself, expresses his enthusiasm not only for the event, but for the game of golf and its importance.
It's one of those things that we continue to talk about, that the game of golf, I started playing when I was 10 years old, so almost 40 years now, and I've made so many relationships through the game, but interpersonal skills, being able just to have kids be able to be active, and I think that's something that we continually push.
The tournament featured a competitive field of golfers, including PGA Tour winner Scott Stallings, local business leaders, city officials, and golf enthusiasts, all playing for one goal.
Kids Play Free is an opportunity to just sort of take away all the the barriers that hold back the growth of the game, from time, cost, and availability. They're the three biggest reasons why people don't play, and kind of the game sort of becomes less accessible, and we tried to make it more accessible. And it's a program we started in 2017, and we have 12 programs across the state, and one very near and dear to us here in Murfreesboro.
Mayor McFarland says the success of the tournament wouldn't be possible without the generosity of local businesses and sponsors, contributing significantly to the overall fundraising effort and ensuring that programs like Kids Play Free continue to inspire young talents to tee off towards a brighter future. We are excited that we have partnered with PAWS of Rutherford County to bring you the Pet of the Month. November's Pet of the Month is Griffin. Griffin is a 5-year-old pit bull mix who made his way to the shelter as a stray. A loyal shadow with a heart as deep as his coat. The friendly guy is lively and active, always looking for his next adventure. He is currently searching for a buddy who has similar interests, including playing and running and learning. Even at the age of 5, Griffin has a very outstanding personality, matched with what we can only describe as puppy-like energy. The 60-pound boy is very smart and catches on very quickly. Griffin is fixed, vaccinated, and heartworm negative. For more information about Griffin or other dogs and cats available for adoption, contact PAWS at 615-898-7740 or email them at paws@rutherfordcountytn.gov. Just a reminder, Murfreesboro City Hall will be closed Friday, November 10th in observance of Veterans Day, and will be closed Thursday, November 23rd and Friday, November 24th in observance of Thanksgiving. For a complete list of city facility holiday closings, please visit www.murfreesborotn.gov. Well, that's it for this edition of In the City. As always, for more information about the city of Murfreesboro or any of the stories you've seen here, you can always visit our website at www.murfreesborotn.gov. And if you want to see any of the stories that you've seen today or catch up on some of the latest city news, you can always visit the City of Murfreesboro's YouTube channel. Before we leave, dog owners from across the city brought their furry friends to Borough Beach for the end of the pool season program, Puppy Plunge. I'm Michael Linn White, and until next time, we look forward to seeing you in the city.